Better now? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, and now it's telling me that things aren't going good. Better now? Can you hear me now? Let me do that. I've got it turned up as loud as it'll go. That's the bad part. Uh, yeah, everything's turned up far as I can get it, unfortunately. And I do have my headset turned up. All right, then. I'll try to remember to talk louder. Thank you, Darlene. Now, let me see. What was I doing? Tree bark, iridium. I don't expect anybody but me to be here because Country Lady's working and Dave's having problems with fire in his area again. I'm going to need one of those. I don't see any sulfur. Okay, this crazy thing is doing crazy stuff. Well, I can't do anything about that either. I hate to say that the video's probably not going to be great because YouTube says I'm not putting out enough video and I can't, you know, put out what I put out. And now that, I heard that. I have to say, I'm having kind of a rough morning this morning. My arthritis is extremely achy, and I'm not sure why. Okay, and I'm probably going to fly out here to the sulfur area, and it's probably going to have a drill sitting on it. hope I don't want to put it there. Got back most of what I just spent. That was a good crate. Alright, I don't know that I need that. I could use that. I don't know that I need those two. I can't pick any of it up, but I can at least see what's here. One more thing. What? Let me take that because I can get 2 regular rocket engines out of that. I get the feeling that's going to be full, and it is. And I just gave back an iron, and I also gave back a silicone that I need. Some days I wonder. Alright, let me go. I think that this ship down here requires 5 fusion cells. Whew, not that I can see anything. That's like driving through fog. What did I just fly into? Did I go the absolute wrong way? The answer is yes. Hmm. I was trying to go a different direction, and that didn't work. And I think, oh, I'm on the island in the middle of the map. I officially fire mornings. Shaman? I'm unsure why you're firing mornings, but okay. We will let you. Because it's too early. I understand. Okay. Just as soon as I think I don't have a water filter, that's what I was looking for. 3 more of those. I was hopeful that one was going to open that door, but no. Hello, country lady. This is the blurgumest blurgmus ever. I am so not a fan today. Well, I'm not going to wish you a happy blurgmas. I kind of think Dave is having a blurgmas too, because he's having smoke in his area again. I know that there is a transporter around here somewhere. Then there's Amp, the Nanner Queen herself. Head is aching, so not sticking around for very long. I'm going to try to hang. I understand. Today must be an achy day or something. My back is a wreck, and I don't know why. There are times I know I've done something that makes my back hurt, but today's not one of them. I'm achy as hell. I don't know what my problem is. All right. I've got one setting I need to change. And now I'm back at it. Let's cancel today. I've got to go to my daughter's, so no, I can't cancel. Boo, hiss. Playing catch up sucks. Let me see here. I'm going to add on some stuff because we need to. All right, what is wump wump in my ear? I think I know, but no. Okay, what is this crazy computer doing? Shaman, if you get that sending motivation via Discord thing figured out, let me know. 'Cause I'm not heavily motivated today. We have to return our grand dog today. Come on. Shaman, I understand. I really do. Oh, Snickle Fritz. I'd already quit early yesterday, so I'm running a Premier Garden Paws to fill my time slot and stuff. I understand that. Okay. Amp, you'll do wonderful. And if I was going to be here, I would offer to stay, and help. But oh. Quartz. I think I have one more. Yes, I do. Have one more to build to make it even. I think I got too many circuit boards there, but that's all right. Food seeds, okay, circuit boards. Yeah, I don't know what today's all about and why I'm being so achy, but Mutagen. Yeah, I have to say, I almost didn't stream this morning. I was very conflicted. Considered doing subsistence, and then I went, no, every time you play subsistence, you get your ass kicked. Considered doing blueprints, and just didn't feel like it. Flowers, flowers, flowers. I'm going to make one of those into an extra equipment locker and put all of this and this. Gosh, they work so good. Well, Amp, I hope you get to feeling better. Because feeling bad is not good. T-I-L-I-Z-E-R. If I could only type. Something's happening outside. Fertilizer, fertilizer, fertilizer. Is that just minerals? Does kind of look like it. Makes me think of kryptonite somehow. Yep. Forgive me for not talking, not in a terribly talkative mood. I'm doing the best I can, which right now isn't great. Pardon me while I laugh. I'm not amazing. I'm a hurting pup right now. However, thank you for the sentiment. I appreciate that. I feel the same way about you. Um, I feel like I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, which is not the look I was going for. Works for me, Johnny. Not in a mood to respond either. Well, I understand that. No, the truth of the whole matter is that I actually got out and did stuff yesterday. I removed all the nails from the wood that came out of the fence when we rebuilt it last month. I took out all the 2x4s because I have a door to build for my fence. I was going to try to do that yesterday, and I mowed and didn't do that. But we did pick up all the rest of the wood that wasn't going to be reused and take it to the dump. Oh, Amp, honey, I realize we're Wonder Twins and all, but you don't see the inside of this head. It's bad. I appreciate the sentiment, but amazing is a step too far. Thank you for rooting for me. I appreciate it. No, I worked. We had to pick up wood from 2 different places off the ground and take it to the dump. It cost us all of a whopping $6 to get rid of the wood, but it was getting it in the back of the wife's car. The wife and I, she said, "I'll help you," and she did, but she about worked herself to death a little bit. We worked. It was, rough, and I get the feeling that's why I'm hurting today. Okay, what am I doing? I'm trying to make 3 more batteries so I can go back quartz. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you are sweet, caring, kind, and wonderful to us, and you always will be amazing, you silly thing, hurt or not, sick or not, grumpy or not. I'm hard to love when I'm grumpy, Amp. Ask my wife. She keeps hanging around, though, so I can't I can't gripe much. I'm pretty happy she does. And trust me, I ask her almost every day, "What the hell are you doing hanging around me?" And Lord knows I can be a thoroughbred asshole when I set my mind to it. And I try less and less to set my mind to it, though. But can I be grumpy? Oh, you bet your ass. Okay, I've got to go reset that. And that's what we need to part out is I'm going to take that off. I'm going to tell it to supply everything. And I'm going to go over here and go that. That. Oh, that's rods. Yeah. Yeah, country lady, that's true. Everybody can be grumpy, but I have resting bitch face more than most people. Today's motivational message, you got this, you can do it. I'm here doing it. I'm here doing it. Gonna have to double up on one of these. trying to put my quasar quartz thing, or my rods, in the wrong spot, but that's all right. When my head hurts like this, I'm Oscar the freaking Grouch. Yeah, yes. The funny part is that it's the humidity part of it is getting to me, because when the humidity's up, my bones ache like, and Shaman knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, when the humidity's up, oh man, that's, You know, it can be 80 degrees outside and I can be sitting in my recliner with a blanket over me because my legs ache so bad. And during the winter before the temperature got warm, a little bit of icy hot would help a whole heck of a lot. And not only does Shaman know what I'm talking about, Darlene does too. But the humidity and the temperature's so hot, icy hot don't even touch it anymore. And I'm a little bit sad about that. Love is a given. Grumpy is just our occasional state of mind. No, that's the state I'm spring-loaded to. And by spring-loaded, spring-loaded is when you press a switch and it comes back to the position it was before you pressed it. That's my natural state. Be with me. I almost bitch slapped a coworker. Been doing this job for 25 years. The girl's been here for 2 months and tried to tell me how to do something. I appreciate what you're saying. Country lady, I sat in a meeting one time, 40 of us sitting around. The gentleman that was manning the phone was, oh, good grief, every bit of 25 if he was lucky. And he kept talking to the people on the phone, and he kept saying, I this, I that, I the other, about what was going on. Once we got done, I looked at him. I said, there was 40 people sitting in this room. Even my hair follicles hurt. I get that. There were 40 people sitting in this room, hadn't invested in the project that we were on. I said, and you sit there and said, I did this, I did that, I did the other. He said, well, that's not what I meant. I said, you ought to say what you mean and mean what you say. You just discounted 40 other people. And he came and apologized to me later on with tears in his eyes. I said, it's no skin off of my nose. You do what you want. But you're burning bridges there by how you're talking. And later on, one of my other coworkers said, you need to be like that more often. No, I really don't, because I can be ugly and nasty and unkind. Even my follicles hurt. I'll have to remember that because I can relate. Could I, if I wanted to, put, ooh, come on, back up. No, it won't let me. Jerks, ugh. I'll have to go find an iron. And look, conveniently, how convenient. Find an iron, make a platform. Close enough. Damn. That's one hell of a hangover you got going there, Shaman. And now I got to get another iron so I can build a habitat. All right, and now I'm going to look for another iron, and there's not going to be one within 50 frickin' yards of where I'm at. However, if I deconstruct that chest, there will be. And I just flew over one. Okay, now. Yeah. Oh, don't take that iron. I need it. Oh, if brains was dynamite, I wouldn't have enough to blow my nose. However, I do appreciate you guys being here more than you know. And on the mornings that I really am not feeling it, it's the people that keep me doing this. No, I have to say that I'm happy for our small but faithful audience. All right, what am I doing besides going crazy? And as I want to say, you can't go someplace you're already at. Yeah, Amp, you'll appreciate this. OBS acted up on me this morning. Just as soon as I got on, Dorleen popped in here and said, "Can't hear you." I said, "Really haven't said anything yet." But she really couldn't hear me because I updated OBS and it crapped on me. I was so happy I didn't know what to do with myself. I appreciated Darlene being here. Okay, there's all that. Boy, this light is, oof. And I don't want any of those third-rate flowers, even though I might need them later on. OBS can be such a, yeah, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. OBS can be a pain right in the rump. And I'm glad you're having good luck out of Streamlabs, but when I was testing Streamlabs, I just went, oh no, that's worse than OBS. Now let's see, what do I need? I need water, and they ain't none, but there is right here. Love it when a plan comes together. Let's see here. What can I throw in here that will leave? And I'll let it take that. I'm sure, Amp, that you were going to say fickle heifer or pickled pepper or something. Tried to tell me how to do something that's only 20. I've been doing this 3 years longer than she's been alive. Worst part, she talked over me in front of a customer. Oh, yeah. Yes, lovely. Through the ivy. I guess what I need to really do is go back to the base and do stuff that will get the numbers up because our numbers aren't great. We're into insects. We don't have a biomass screen. That's the next thing. Or yes, we do. We got about everything that can be got. Showed her today's motivational message number 2. However, this is more actually. Uh-oh, I missed motivational message number 2. I got to go look at this. This is more accurately how we are feeling, so factor that in. Yes, indeed. So, motivational message 2 it is. So I will have to do disconnects this morning. Ooh, fun times. Pardon me. What a... I know I saw fuses around here somewhere. I'm thinking. Let's just hope I've got the fire alarm off. May change once I had my coffee. Stay tuned. Yes. I 100% get it. Carry that with me, just in case. No, I actually put a little regular coffee in my coffee this morning. I've got to drive for an hour after I get done here and just... Amp, I wish I could be there for your premiere. I do. Full of aluminium. I can't remember. Oh, that's quartz. That's blazar or magnetar and quasar quartz. No, that's not the way you spell it, you idge. Magnetar. Um, he's probably going to miss him. They get along together really well. She falls in here with our routine, very much without a problem. If if we're walking, she doesn't mind it. I think the thing he's going to mind about is that when she's here, he doesn't get 100% of the petting that's going on. She gets some too. She kind of gets special dispensation. She's 14 years old, and she is kind of set in her ways, and so Blazar and Solar Quartz. So we, to keep her eating, she eats when she expresses an interest. But, she's good about going outside. She's very well housebroken. When your coworker thinks they're in charge, act your wage. Yep. We were supposed to take her back Monday or Tuesday, and we talked to our daughter and said, if you need for us to keep her, we have plenty of food and everything's good. And so she asked if we'd keep her until Thursday, and then when we called her yesterday, she said the kids will be here on Friday, and when you bring her back on Friday, you can see the kids. My wife is all about seeing the grandkids. I'm not very kid centric. I'll be perfectly honest. So it works out, and that's the important part. Tree bark, of which we. Oh, every time we pet Mia, if Taz comes up, pet him too and tell him there's enough to go around, and we love him. He's a super good dog. He, you know, he minds about 90% of the time, and for a Chihuahua mix, he's really good. Um, he goes where we tell him to go, and he deals with what we tell him to deal with pretty well. The thing that he's not good at is he hates cats. I'm not talking, oh, I just have a dislike of them. No, he wants to stomp the shit out of them. He hates them. He gets triggered by them. He don't like crows or birds or any of that either. If they're standing where he's standing, he wants to stomp them. And, hate to say that, yeah, I have a perfectly good dog, and he's a Chiweenie, but he has all the Chihuahua features. But he's reactive. If he sees people he has never seen before, he goes a little nuts. If he sees a bag in the backyard that hasn't been there before, and if you've ever been to Central Texas, wind is a thing. That was one thing I had to learn when I got here. I'd go outside in the yard and go, what in the world is this doing in my yard? It blew in, and it's nobody's fault. Well, he gets a little bit nuts when there's a new bag in the yard. So, how do you make bacteria? I should know this. Oh, I know. 3 algae, 3 water bottles. We almost need a... We've got algae, we've got water bottles. We almost need an autocrafter making a little bit of bacteria. Now, Taz is well loved. I wouldn't trade him for the world. He has his own Threads page called the Nut House 2000 that I post to regularly, and it's, you know, Taz pictures and quotes and things. I've got myself talking. I've turned into AMP. I've got myself talking and don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to go back to that rack down here. I'm empty. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Now, he's a great dog, but he knows the routine, and the routine doesn't change very much. You know, we walk 3 or 4 times a day, and he knows at 7 o'clock when the TV goes off, we go to take a bath, and he gets a treat to be on the bed, and you know, he's good at what he does. Oh, oh, I forgot about all that. Well, now I've got a few pictures of them walking together, and he wants to try to play with Mia. Mia's so much older that Mia just says, you know, she's got one tooth in her mouth, and I look at him and go, she's going to show you what that one tooth's all about, buddy, if you don't quit messing with her. But he's a young, and he's always been pretty. That's why he got his name Taz, because he has a wicked spin move that just as soon as we got him and brought him home, set him down in the middle of the living room floor, and he started spinning. And I looked at Randy and said, "That dog's name is Taz. I don't care." And I have a friend who has a dog named Taz in South Carolina, and I wrote her on Facebook and I said, "Do you mind if we name our new dog Taz? He deserves it." She said, "There'll be a Texas Taz and a South Carolina Taz." And they look so much alike. I posted a picture of Taz on one of her pages in Facebook, and one of her friends says, "I get the feeling that's not your dog." Nope. I just got some coffee. Life might get better. Yes. Yeah, to hear about me, that I actually took coffee from Randy because she drinks regular coffee and I don't. Yeah, I'm feeling rough as old boots today. I don't know what my problem. Well, my problem is old age and treachery's winning out over youth and skill. Amp, I'm going to tell you something that helps me, and it's along the same lines as Icy Hot. Aspercream has a lidocaine roll-on that I like. Will take the pain out of a good bit of things that are ailing me. That's a 1200% butterfly. There ain't no reason not to pick that up. Okay, in here, eat, drink, be merry. I'm already merry and well blessed. Well, I'm not married. That's my first wife. I'd rather not be her. Oh, I need to make the better torch. And I didn't bring anything, not a thing, to mark where we're going and what we're doing. No. And I got there, and that door won't open. Sinus related on top of the whole cranial pressure makes for killer migraines. I need to figure out how to fix the sinus issue because I can't fix the other. Yeah. Trust me, I get that. Is this back to go out? Yes, it is. Just walked right back where I wasn't trying to go. Been there, done that. There's where I wanted to go. I get stopped up in my head every night. And it's on my left side, so I know it's related to the arthritis in my shoulder. I've got something pinched. Probably didn't need all of that. Husband's having the same sinus issue. Woke him up last night with nausea from it draining into his stomach. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, full. You know, Dave's not here, and I could have set off all the rockets that I wanted, but it's just no fun. Shaman, I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't. Thought about getting one, but 90% of our air quality is dog air. That's that's dog glitter. Isn't it amazing that even the little dogs, I mean, Taz is 10 pounds. You know, he's nothing more than a good handful. And Buddy, that dog sheds like nobody's business, and you don't notice it. Vicks Sinex Severe Nose Spray. I might have to talk about some of that. Our glitter is everywhere in every corner of every room. Yes. Do we have a butterfly dome? We do not. Constantly sticking them up my nose. Amp. Mind you, what I'm fixing to say is only a joke. I do not mean this seriously at all. Pictures where it didn't happen. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't be too bad because they both have short hair, but oh my God, was I wrong. Yeah. Yeah, we had dachshunds before we had Taz, and he's part dachshund, and Doxy's will shed. Holy buckets. Do I want to make a butterfly dome? Fertilizer tree bark zeolite. I'm going to have two of these because one of them is going to be deconstructed. Yes.
I'm taking the dogs out. Taking the dogs out.
Okay. Love you. Swear I accidentally stuck that stick about halfway up my brain pan and snuffed it so hard I got brain freeze from Vicks. Never that much again. I understand. I wished I didn't, but I do. Oh. No, I have to admit, having a second dog around again, you know, you never don't remember how to do the two dog tango, but when you haven't done it for a couple of years, and then you're doing it for a week solid, yeah, I like Mia. She's a good dog. She has her own way about her though. She'll let you know if she's displeased about you. I might do something terribly foolish. I might put the butterfly dome down here. No, it's not going to work. Foot. Okay. I'm going to put it. Yeah, come on. Nope. You pain in the butt. No, that's... For as much as I would wish that would work, it's not gonna. All right, steps. Now we've got to have some steps. Oh, don't tell me. God, okay, I told you not to tell me. What? How? How? How is that not on there? Oh, oh. Come on. I want on top of it so I can see exactly what's happening. Might want to go to the doctor and get them to give you the sinus shot like Decadron. Yeah, I take allergy pills every day. Every day. I've had sinus problems since I was in junior high school. I actually had my dad chew my ass because I called him to come and get me from school one day, and he thought I was faking. And I wasn't. Oof. Hurt like the devil. That needs a sign. It's got to have a sign. And I can use magnesium. Ain't it lovely? I had sinus surgery and that didn't help at all. Wow. Sinus surgery. Whew. I'm not unhappy with that. I'm going to put a wall or something. Interior wall, 2 iron. Nope, that's not where I want it. That's where I want it. Now, why do they make that interior wall different from the interior walls that are around here. I just don't know. One of those other little quirks of this game. Now, let's see what else can I make that can go upstairs. Tier 2 biodome, bacteria, sulfur. Okay. Bacteria is algae and water. Well, I can say that I'm sorry everybody's feeling rough as old boots. And I just deconstructed all of that. Oh, did I not deconstruct? Could have swore that I deconstructed more than one of those. Okay. Yeah, I can honestly say East Tennessee was bad for sinuses. Holy buckets. That was loud. Hey, pulsar quartz. Woo! It's time to drink coffee. Amp, hope your head gets better. Hope your premiere goes flawlessly. And thank you for dropping by. Oh, come on, stop. You pain in the butt. Life is always better when Amp drops by your stream. try something I've never tried before. Not sure I like that. Now let me see here. What I'm going to try to do is put the other dome over here, but I want to build habitats up, and it's not going to let me. And now it's going to tell me there's stuff in the way. Let me put and if I have to move it, I'll move it. Yep, gonna have to move. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where to put the door? That might not let me do what I'm trying to do. But that was going to let me do that. Well, that was a bunch of overlap. Not feeling that. And let's move that door. And I've got to say, that was much better. Right in the corner. Might put a bunch of windows in that. Or do I have 3x3s? I'm at least going to try it. We'll see what happens. Suddenly, very, very stuffy. Oof. And the air conditioner's on and the fan is on. But wow. Now, I'm going to tell you how my brain works. You're having a hot flash. Unfortunately, could be true. Could be true. Sad but true, and trust me, I've seen my wife have a few hundred of them. Oh, come on. Oh, and I just broke something. Yeah, my wife will be walking along or something and go, oh my gosh, it is so hot. Dear, you're having a hot flash. A rather big one. Now, let's see. If that's going to there, and that's... I could do another one and extend the whole base out. Now, I have to say, in all seriousness, do I think men go through the change? Yes. I do. I think it's a little bit, different. But, yeah, I would agree with that statement. Let's go back here, because I'll have less problems lining up if I do it from here. Oh, that was not good. Well, okay, let's go outside. That was almost a little too dark. I am not unhappy with that. Good grief. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oof. Bye, country lady. Have a good one. Have fun disconnecting. Oh. Okay, hate to say, I just looked at the time, and I really do have family stuff to get on to. We got to get Mia back to her mama. So I'm going to leave it all here. Let's get a save in at least, because that would be bad. Okay, I'd like to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you putting up with me and playing the same game all the time. I'm trying my darndest to think of something different to play on a Fridays. But, you know, on the weekend, I'm okay with, what we're doing. It gives Country Lady a chance to be involved, and that was the idea. But, all right, we're going to leave it here. We're going to drive safe and go to Austin. And hope that you guys have a good day. Shaman, I hope things get better for you. I hope Amp is doing well. All right, then, you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.